Hi, Lutz. We wanted to say Merry Christmas, and I wanted to thank you for teaching me a whole lot of responsibility, leadership, continuous learning, as well as a deeper love and appreciation for music. I've made lifelong friendships through the marching band and the music program, and the foundations have stayed with me throughout this. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person here that wants to say thank you, but yeah.
Myself included. I think there's a couple others here that want to say the same.
Hi, I'm Amberly Barker, nay Harmon, class of 2009. I was in the Conrad Weiser High School marching band from 7th to 12th grade. Although I went on to pursue theater after high school, I wouldn't have considered myself a drama kid when I was in high school. I was a band geek. It's where all my friends were, and I was delighted in all the camaraderie I found in marching band. I still have strong memories of so many of the stadiums in the area, which I'm still local, but so many of the stadiums in the area, and what it was like to practice and perform in them. I have memories of that small band when I was in 7th grade. There was just one bus. When we bang on the walls of the bus as we won competition after competition. And then I have memories too of that band growing to the point where we didn't fit on one bus and we didn't have enough uniforms to outfit the band. Mr. Lutz, you did that. You grew that band. Marching band taught me how to manage my time, learning different pieces of drill or music so they were ready at the right time, but still having time to eat dinner at a different friend's house every night during band camp. Or being back in the stands before the end of the third quarter of every football game. As somebody who now manages other people's time in rehearsals, that is a skill that has stuck with me. Marching band taught me how to lead as I helped my section mates improve their material, or as I walked another band around our facilities to ready themselves for the Sound Spectacular. As a now 30-year-old who has two young girls, I can more fully appreciate how supportive and engaged all of the band parents were. That's just not something you see everywhere or with every activity. I know it takes a lot of work to foster such a community, and again, Mr. Lutz, that was you. I'm so thankful that I got to be a part of that community. I cannot imagine how hard this year has been on your little corner of arts and education, but please know that everything you're doing, all of your work and effort is valuable beyond measure. Thank you for everything you've done the past 15 plus years to help marching band students, me specifically, see what we can achieve when we band together.
Hello, Lutz and team, I suppose. Hope you guys are all staying safe, staying sane, washing your hands, all that fun stuff. I know 2020 has been quite a wild ride, taking a toll on me personally. Whew, what a year, am I right? Just wanted to say thanks for all the hard work and energy that you folks put into Conrad Weiser Marching Scouts. It certainly made the experience special for me. Definitely gave me a sense of belonging that I didn't have many other places, especially at that time in my life. Apparently my cat wants to say hi too. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Thanks a bunch. Wash your hands.
Hey, Mr. Lutz, Celine Schreier. And I kind of can't believe it's honestly been a decade since I last called you my teacher. But anyway, I'm making this video today to return back to you some of the support that you provided to me and so many other students in your time as a teacher. I guess for me, the biggest thing that you did for me that really seriously impacted my life was asking me to join marching band. And it doesn't seem like such a huge thing, especially considering how many long, hot, sweaty hours are involved and how many times you might get lectured by your section leader. But you gave me a safe space that I desperately needed as a teenager. You gave me a place to develop relationships with people who I probably wouldn't have been able to figure out how to develop them with in a regular school setting. And I have been grateful for this ever since that day. I think about it a lot. sometimes when I'm having a hard time, because I don't think I'd be the person I am today if you hadn't have made that call, that seemingly inconsequential moment. So thank you. Thank you for making that ask. Thank you for being a supportive teacher. Thank you for helping me with questions I had that were not at all related to band. Thank you for teaching me math when I didn't know who else to ask for help. Thank you for giving me an outlet, mostly. And thank you for being you. I know that this year has probably been really difficult, and I can't even begin to imagine, honestly. But just know the work that you do deeply impacts people. It changes them, and it makes us into the incredible adults that we all become. So, thank you one more time for making such a big impact in my life.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Lutz. Merry Christmas from West Virginia. Hope y'all are doing well. Betsy just messaged me a little bit ago and said y'all are feeling down recently because, everything regarding the marching scouts and the coronavirus, and you're not really certain about how things are going to go. That's understandable. We're living in seriously some unprecedented times, which I imagine every email you've gotten over the past 9 months has said the same thing. But we just have to have faith in each other, faith in the science and the scientists, and hopefully our politicians, that we can get back to order at some point, and bring the music that we so love back into the world. And that's something that you have to really consider, is that even though times are strange and hard right now, is that you too, and Mr. Mazurk and everyone else that has helped you in the time, have left a huge impression on everyone who's gone through the Marching Scouts. Not just me, not just Betsy, but even Anthony and Celine and everybody else that I still talk to this day. We remember all the good times that we had with you all. I mean, it's Christmas time. One of my favorite Christmas memories, it's not even a Christmas memory, but it has to do with Christmas stuff, is when we were all, I think it was my 8th grade year or my freshman year, and we were all set, just kind of waiting for you all to figure out what we needed to do next, and Kendra just starts playing the Jingle Bell Rock. And the next thing you know, we're all singing it, to which you turn around and just go, which, I mean, that level of camaraderie was just, it was a joy. The fact that, one of the biggest ways I could say that the marching band has impacted my life, outside of all the musical things that you taught us, and I could say it taught me discipline and regimen, but that wouldn't be the truth. The biggest thing that I learned in marching band was you can take 100 people from anywhere, any class, religion, ethnicity, it doesn't matter. And you can put them together with instruments, and they're going to make something beautiful. Music is the world's language. And, in spite of everything that's going on, you can't really forget that, because it still lives inside of you, and that message and those lessons are for you to spread for the rest of your life. And, I know right now it's not in the capacity that you would wish, but one day it will be, You just got to persevere. You are a strong dude. And you have Mrs. Lutz, I know, is a strong woman. You guys got a good thing going, and you have brought up so many people like myself from just wanting to make music to living it. And that's really one of the biggest things that the marching band imparted on me. Not just the camaraderie between the people and the lessons I learned from you all, but it's the fact that it's a beautiful thing. No matter how we do it, music is the world. So I hope you take it one day at a time, and hopefully we can get back to business as usual. Until then, I hope you all are well. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Mr. Lutz. I hope you and your family are doing well. With the holidays approaching, a lot of us were talking about just, reminiscing and kind of talking about, things that make us grateful and what we appreciate. And I think something we can all attest to is just how much our high school marching band careers have really helped to shape our lives. Even though I can't believe it was that long ago, but I still think about so many things to this day when it comes to high school marching band and the marching scouts. One of my fondest memories of marching band were just those Saturdays and the Friday night football games, but the Saturdays when we had those competitions and going to the high school and rehearsing and having lunch and then getting on the buses and, the competitions and the long bus rides, everything like that. Those are just things that I would never trade for anything. And even, almost 10 years later, 10, 12 years later, those are things I still think about and look back on fondly. Um, I even, I joined marching band when I went to LVC for my first year. And I made, I have many friends that I made from there, still friends that I'm, close with today, but it was something that I never had the same feelings or the same impact that I got from when I was in the high school marching band. I think that was just something special. It was, a true family. And I think it really taught me how important it is just to do something you love. When you love something, it's not a chore. It doesn't feel like work. I'll always be thankful for those friendships that I had and, the amazing memories and the field shows that we created. And I want to thank you for that. Without you, we wouldn't have had what we had. And, that's something that, you can never buy or never get. So thank you. I hope you and your family have a great holiday season and stay safe. Bye.
Hey, Mr. Lutz. Merry Christmas. Just here to let you know that all the band classes were very, very important to me and definitely helped my growth a whole lot. And I'm sure they're very, very important to other people. And hopefully we can inspire some more young musicians, or not even musicians yet. Hopefully we can inspire some young people to take up instruments and study music, even if they don't plan on doing it as a career. Here's "O Christmas Tree" going up a half step every 2 bars.
Hi, I'm Mia Hornberger, formerly Mia Pauley. I was a marching scout from 2008 through 2012, or all 4 years of high school, and without a doubt, my memories from marching band are my favorite part of my time at Conrad Weiser High School. From the people, to the shows, to the music, to just the skills, the life skills and leadership opportunities. I was a section leader. Being a freshman, coming in and having people to look up to, all of the section leaders and Mr. Lutz and all of the adults, and just have role models like that and people to support the young people, the younglings. Everyone was so supportive, so welcoming. The people in marching band were literally the best people. Such good friendships. All the times on the band bus, summer camp, band camp, the shows, that feeling, that sense of pride and accomplishment when you snap to at the end of a show in a big stadium or at a football game, playing in the stands on those Friday nights, or just the best third quarters. So much fun. So much fun. And an unintended benefit of my time in marching band, when I went to commissioned officer training with the Air Force, with the military, I was one of the only people in my flight that knew how to march. And it came in handy when we spent hours and hours learning how to drill. I actually got to lead my group because I knew what I was doing. So thanks for that. Didn't know it would come in handy, but it did. But I really hope many future students get to experience the joy and the camaraderie and the music that marching band imparts onto its students. Mr. Lutz is awesome. Thank you for all you do. Yeah, my favorite part of high school, being a marching scout. Absolutely. Thanks for everything.
Hey Neil, just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for everything you've done for me in high school, and continuing to support me and my family after graduating high school and college. Um, you started me on this journey, did marching band, had a great time, and well, I'm still doing it now, and I'm making a living, and I love every minute of it. Um, I'm going to keep in touch, and I just wanted to say again, thank you so much, and I hope you and your family have a great Christmas and a great New Year. See you around.
Hey Lutz, Kevin here. So a little birdie tells me that you might be feeling a little down about the coronavirus situation and the impact on band and stuff like that. So I thought I would share a few thoughts as to what marching band has meant to me, especially in high school. For starters, it provided me with a friend group. I mean, I'm not the most extroverted person in the world, and I can be a little weird, and sometimes, people aren't super super on board with that. But marching band kind of it presses you to interact with people, to take up leadership where you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. So that really helped me kind of break out of my shell a little bit, um, and further in life. Uh, Acceptance. I mean, like I said, I don't think of myself as quite the normal person, but and some people aren't as accepting as others. But marching band kind of gives you a safe space. It's a space where people that wouldn't have otherwise interacted and may share a lot of the same commonalities, that they can be themselves in the group. Uh, and it's kind of a sport without the sport. There's some of us that like a little bit of physical activity, but not a lot of physical activity. So it's one of those of sometimes sports can have uh, a complex a little bit, and marching band just really doesn't have that. You can be whatever type of person you are, and there's a spot for you in band. Um, and one of the final things is it taught responsibility. You were in charge. You were tasked with making sure your instrument was on the bus or on the truck. You were in charge of making sure your uniform stayed clean, because if it didn't, Mrs. Christensen would have a couple words for you. So that sets you up, because sometimes you get in situations where you don't have opportunities to take on responsibility, and marching band kind of forces you into that. So long story short, it set me up. It set me up for college. It set me up for life, because I don't know if I would have done marching band on my own in college had it not been for marching band in high school. And not only that, but the fact that I got to be drum major for Temple University, a major Division I school. There's no way that happens without marching band in high school. So hope this video finds you well. Hope it brings up your spirits a little bit. Hope it gives you ammo in case you need it for whatever. So happy holidays. Talk to you soon.